Hey, next up, we've got a really good question about converting over to sumo deadlifting. Let me give you guys the background and then we'll move on to the next stage here. It says, I asked about switching deadlift stances a while back, and here are my results. I've pulled conventional for 4 years, no sumo experience. I trained sumo exclusively from May 30th to July 11th, 7 weeks. I trained the competition movement on day 2 of my workout and pulled off a 3.5-inch block for day 4, my day 4 workout. Sumo felt good, heavier weights moved well, better overall back position than conventional. On week 4, soreness in my adductor hip crease area occurred after doing my back offsets. The pain only occurs after deadlifting, not during the lift. The pain continued to get worse on weeks 5, 6, and 7, and I couldn't finish my back offsets. The pain doesn't occur on heavy singles, only once I began the back off work. I switched back to conventional to let everything calm down. Been to a physio for treatment. They believe the problem is a tight adductor. Stretching the adductor helps the pain go away, but it still comes back after deadlifting. I want to switch back to sumo because the strength was on par or slightly less than conventional, and I was adapting fairly quickly. How do I switch back cautiously? And do you have any advice on how to manage the pain if it comes back? This is a really great write-up. You're given a lot of really great information and exactly the kind of thing I need to be able to give you some real advice. So what I would say from here is that, one, it seems like your deadlift, your sumo, didn't really tolerate well the overall workload that you were putting through it. So what I would do is just what you're doing. Go back to conventional for a little while. Give everything time to calm down. Do conventional for a month if you need to. It's not a big deal. Take your time with it. Let everything calm down. Let all those tissues heal up and settle down. Then when it's time to restart this sumo experiment, what I would recommend that you do is do roughly half the workload with the sumo stance. Do the other half of the workload with a conventional stance. So let's say that during the first trial that you did, you were doing all your deadlifts sumo style. And that's not exactly clear in the write-up that you sent me, but it doesn't matter. The ratio is what's important. And I'll kind of go over both scenarios in a second anyway. So let's say you were doing all of your training sumo style. What I would say in that case is to do your competition deadlifting with a sumo style and do your day 2 deadlifting, which actually I guess is on day 4 for you. Do that with a conventional stance. And that should allow you to continue deadlift do sumo deadlift on a continual basis. To go beyond that, if you were already doing that, you were doing sumo on your day 2 workout and conventional on your day 4, I would, take the same idea, but just apply it to where you're at. I would do maybe half the volume of your day 2 workout sumo, the other half conventional, then do your day 4 workout, all conventional. Basically, we want to find what level of work will your body tolerate sumo deadlift, and do the sumo up to that point. Your body will make an adaptation. You'll be able to tolerate more work with it overall, but this is a movement that you have zero experience with, and you're jumping into a 4-year training program straight from ground zero. And it's a common thing for people to have issues with that. Not everybody has issues with it, but it's certainly a common thing. I had that happen when I did a sumo experiment a number of years ago. You end up getting a lot of pain in your hip flexors. It tends to bleed over into squats for a lot of people. Stopped sumo deadlifting and it all went away. I would expect that you'll have a similar sort of result once you are comfortably back in the swing of conventional. I would expect that pain and tightness should dissipate. So that's what I would suggest for you moving forward. Find a way to continue this experiment, especially since it's responding well to training. And let's see where it goes from there.